say to me in Bowers Game Corner.
YouTube, I'm back again for another How to Play video, and today I'm very excited to teach you how to play Moose Dice Game, or the Moose Spotting Game, as it's sometimes called. And we've got it all set up, so the first thing you're going to need is a pen and a piece of paper to keep track of score, whatever you want to do with that. Also, I'd recommend writing down these numbers right here, because these are going to be the only real rules that you need to remember for the game, and this is how many points you're going to get if you get Moose on the dice. Now, everyone is going to roll one dice, and you're going to see who gets the highest number. The highest number will go first. If there's a tie, you keep rolling until one person has the highest number, and then you're ready to start the game. And on your turn, what you're going to do is really quite simple. You're going to roll the dice. Now, if you don't get any moose, your turn is immediately over, and you pass the dice to the player on the left. However, if you get at least one moose on your dice, then you can score points, or you can risk it and roll it one more time to hopefully get more points. So right now, this player would see they have one moose, which will be worth 1 point if they want to keep it. They're going to say, you know what, I'm going to press my luck. They'll roll it again, and they got one moose once again, so they would earn 1 point. So player number one would now have 1 point. Then we go to player number two, because the dice pass to the left always. Roll the dice up. They got one moose. They say, I'm happy with that. They'd keep their 1 point. Or they'd say, you know what, I'm going to press my luck, and I'm going to get 3 mooses, which means I will get 5 points right there. So they would put 5 points. Also, if you're not happy with your second roll, you cannot roll again. You have to take your second roll no matter what it is. Eventually, though, someone is going to get to 20 points or more once they end their turn. Now, that doesn't mean the game is immediately over. What that means is that everyone is going to have the same number of turns. So let's pretend that this was a 4-player game, and player number 2 had somehow hit 20. That means player number 1 will not get another turn, but player 3 and player 4 will have one more opportunity to try and beat 20 points. Once all the remaining players have had their last turn, whoever has the most points at the end of the final player's turn will be the winner of the Moose Dice Game. Now, the rules don't say what to do if you get a tie, but I would imagine that the easiest thing to do is just continue to play rounds until eventually someone has the most points over 20, and then they are the winner of the game. But that's the Moose Dice Game. If this helped you out, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing, as I teach new games all the time. But go have some fun, and thanks for your time, YouTube. This video is brought to you by all of my amazing Patreon supporters, and I would love it if you would join their ranks and have your name immortalized in the end of many of my videos for the end of time. But consider for only $1 a month, and as always, thanks for stopping by.